Well, all of a sudden had some time that I wasn't expecting, at least not yet. Worked at the company for 13 years. Got let go last week. I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos. I had video from Gooch all the way to Black Gap in Georgia. I didn't have any video from Springer to Gooch. So I decided to do the approach trail mainly because my daughter was dropping me off and I didn't want her to drive up to Springer. And get video of the approach trail and Springer to Gooch. And I'm probably going to go away to Nil or Mountain Crossing where I'll get picked up on Saturday, hopefully. Today is Tuesday, the 26th of January. All right, if anything happens cool, I'll turn this thing back on. So just off the parking lot from the falls, you have this. So off we go. I have not been training. Like I said, I was not expecting to have time. What do you do? So we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's gonna be a slow walk in the woods. So it is gonna be. This is still just getting started. Difficulty level, strenuous. Ain't no, everything on the Appalachian Trail, in my opinion, is strenuous. Except for maybe Springer Mountain parking lot to Three Forks. It's kind of a leisurely stroll. All right. Just hope I make the right turn and I'll go to the hiking end. So there's a split. Hiking trail goes up there. See that blue blaze? The approach trail goes this direction. So we're heading this way towards Springer. Plan on staying the night at Springer, unless I want to check up at that one shelter about a mile before Springer. I don't plan on going all the way to Springer, but we'll see how I feel. And shortly after the split, you do a slight downhill. Come up to this creek with this nice little bridge. It's wet. It rained like hell. We had tornado warnings last night. I was up because my weather radio at the house went off 3 times. Then we went into a tornado warning. It was a little bit north of where they had it spotted from where we live. I was about to wake up everybody in the house and push us down in the basement. My wife, I snore. She sleeps in other rooms sometimes when I get too bad. So. Still basically on Amicalola Falls State Park. This right here goes back to a place where they have church service sometimes. Probably not right now with COVID, or maybe even more right now with COVID. I don't know. I think it's kind of outside. All right, I'm gonna cut this thing off, and looks like I got a nice little climb. Well, when I first started thinking about hiking this trail, I certainly was not thinking that I would be in short, a t-shirt, and sweating like crazy. So, on the approach trail, about 3 miles in, taking it rather slow. It's 12:22. We left approximately 10 o'clock. I left approximately 10 o'clock. I say we because I ran into a gentleman who is practicing for a through hike. So he's just doing the approach trail, this practice. He turned around, is headed back to Amicalola right now. He did not have a trail name when we started. And so him and I were hiking along, ran into ran into like 5 nurses and a guy they were hiking back to Amicalola from the hike in. Anyway, he wanted a selfie with him, he got one. And I mentioned he didn't have a trail name, and all the nurses gave him a trail name of Snowman. Here's Snowman. Right back there, must have used to have been a tower up here, but that's the trail. There's a trail right there at that concrete block with the blue blaze on it. That trail goes into the hike in also. This is the approach trail. This is the 5.4 mile mark on the trail when starting at the bottom of the falls. Definitely not in this shape as I used to be. And I think that's easy because COVID, I've been working from home a lot. I used to do a lot of physical work, which was up and down ladders and stuff like that. So I fell into the couch potato exercise routine. And this snuck up on me, like I said, having all this extra time all of a sudden. So, a little downhill here, and probably another up. I am super slow on the ups right now. So I'm gonna cut this thing off and get to hiking. So what's up, what's up? Just past US Forestry Road on the approach trail heading into Springer. This is how the woods look out there across. They're so open, almost like they're manicured. I guess in the summer there's just so much leaf coverage that nothing grow underneath it. So yeah, should be coming up on a water source here in 0.2 miles. It's about time because I need some. All right, maybe I'll cut it back on when I get to the water source. All right, back when I saw the what looked like it used to be an old tower, I said it was a hike-in trail. I was wrong, unless there's multiple. This is one right here, 1.5 miles. And I'm coming up to US Forestry Road 28, I think it is. The last one was 46, so I was a road early on my map, looking at it. And all I have is AWOL, so I'm not using gut hooks. Amicalola Falls of 4.3 miles. Joy. 3.5. If it's all flat like this, not bad. Yeah. Gilmer County. I don't know if I'm leaving it or crossing into it. That plaque right there is for a gentleman, me and 5 others, perished in a plane crash. They put the plaque up there in 1996 when the wreckage was removed. I guess the crash happened somewhere in this area, not necessarily in that spot. Interesting. Yeah, that's level on my iPhone. That's the trail. Approach trail. Wind's picking up out of the west. We just came down that mountain, or at least around it. I don't know if we actually went on the top. Wind's picking up, coming out of the west. Still a beautiful day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2/17, January 26th. This is, other than the one shelter at Amicalola Falls for thru hikers, Black Gap shelter on the Appalachian Trail, or on the approach trail to the Appalachian Trail. It's here. Looks like a lot of good camping around here. Shelter looks like somebody may have left a tent, maybe, or somebody's there right now. Interesting. So now it starts an up Stringer Mountain from this place. So I'll turn this thing on probably when I get close to Springer. These ups are killing me. As it happens when you work from home for a year. Working our way up to Springer. It's 3/11, January 26th. Just working the switchbacks, coming up Springer Mountain. That's the view you get right now. It's pretty nice. Man, it's kicking my butt. This approach trail, I mean, compared to Springer to, say, Three Forks or Springer to Hawk Mountain, the approach trail is way more difficult. So, if you want to do the approach trail, just know you're tacking on some fun miles. I understand, though, I did it today because it's an hour closer for me to drive to the approach trail. It dropped off. And just me to drive to Springer Mountain, be dropped off. So I didn't want it didn't rain like hell last night. I didn't want my daughter driving up Springer Mountain on that dirt road, having no idea what kind of condition it was in. Man. Time the sun's warm, time the wind's cold. Just depends. Just depends. All right. Probably cut this thing out when I get to the top. Which, dang, feels like it might be really close. A lot of water on the trail. So if it's below freezing, there's gonna be a lot of ice on the trail. Yeah, I'll cut this thing back on if I get close or when I get to the top. All right. Sorry. 327. I'm still on the approach trail. It certainly feels like we're at the top, or very, very close. I'm ready to get tent set up. Get out from underneath this pack. Massage my legs out. I'm not as close as I thought. You know, the Appalachian / approach trail does you. Always thinks you're getting close, just to tease you. All right, I'll cut it back on when I get close, or when I actually get there. Basically saying don't camp directly on top of Springer. Prefer you go down to the shelter due to bears up here. So I finished it. So I feel tomorrow. Finished it. So now I've finished the approach trail plus all the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. Kind of surprised nobody else is up here. Damn, approach trail kicked my butt, man. Here's the first blaze. All right, now on to the shelter. Get my stuff set up. Nice view to end with. I had to get my socks wet. Lots of little trails up here in the camping area. Springer. Down there, there's a Springer Mountain Shelter. That way will be to the AT. I am camped right there in my Z-Plex. Duplex. I ain't set this sucker up in a year. It was a little rusty, but I got it. It's a good setup now. Bear box is literally right there. My thermometer is saying it's probably 49. My lighting equipment, 10-degree convert. That's a big Agnes blow-up mattress. Smart water bottles, clothes, which I'm about to change into my night clothes. Man, kind of kicked my butt today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow morning, so I might lay there a little extra longer. Trying to recoup some.